In the progress of Ranieri, since the Ranieri, I feel the best formation is 4-3-3. We kind of touched on it. How do you feel? What do you feel benefits your style of play better?
Well, I do. I think the way I start to play, I like to have a bit of freedom to get forward and a bit of space, basically. So
do you feel a bit restricted in the diamond because it's those runs that you seem to, you mentioned earlier about arriving at the box.
Yeah.
Do you feel a bit restricted?
I think I have to change my game slightly. I think because without a wide man outside, I've been very used to playing that way for a long time at Chelsea, and as I said, it worked very well for me. I certainly think there's, as I said before, an argument for both systems. And yeah, maybe I'll change my game slightly. Maybe there's not so much room to arrive at times, but at other times there's other benefits to it. We're managing to get our two big boys playing up front, and when they're on fire, they're destroying teams. So it's not always about yourself, and sometimes it is slightly more restricted, but gets results. I'm very happy anyway.
Well, it's very competitive in the middle of the park. They've got a wealth of talent. We go through all the names. You've got Decker, of course, Barat, Maludi, yourself, Joe. I mean, you can go through the African boys as well. And there's Tally continues here asking, do you feel as though there are any midfield players that are coming through the youth team and more possibly likely the reserves you feel could well make that step up?
Yeah, I think there are. There's certainly players that can make the step up, and I like Jacob Mellis, who's been on loan and come back. I think he's a player I kind of look at and try and see what I was like when I was a bit younger. Gets forward, scores goals, and good lad and improving all the time. I like Connor in the youth team.
Connor could be.
I think Connor's done very, very well. He's a great lad. I watched him the other night at the youth team game, and just his attitude. I think some boys at that age don't quite. They dribble at the wrong time and do this. Connor does all the right things to me. And
he looks up to you, doesn't he? I mean, I spoke to him about this. He's one of the players that he kind of models his game on.
Well, I'm pleased with that, and I like it. He said that to me. If he ever wants to speak to me, and so I'll be more than happy to try and help him. I think he's doing brilliantly himself, and he trains with us occasionally and fits in. You wouldn't even notice that he's age and he's very new to it all. And got a great attitude. I love to see that attitude of saying, when you see a boy who works that hard and carries himself, then he's got a great chance.
Final question, a little bit of a tough one to ask. Your favourite midfield partner? Can you bring Ida Johnson if you want? I know you're good friends.
I would. I don't know. I mean, it's Makaleli. I mean,
because he allows you to go on.
Yeah, I mean, the compliment, the way that I could get forward, his unselfishness, but not just that. He was a genius at his role. The positional sense, the fact that he knew to move the ball on quickly. Everyone who works with him, all Chelsea fans know exactly what he was, and for me, he's the best I've played with in that role.
Okay, we're going to the lines. 0844543449.